We're already in
Yeah, all right. We're doing it. This is YouTube Live.
YouTube Live, setting up your live
Yeah.
YouTube experience, redirecting to YouTube.
We're already live, Tony. YouTube is
I
quick.
know
A
Wow.
little bit quicker than Facebook, I might
they
say.
are a little bit quicker than Facebook. Hello, everybody in live land. We are the Podguyz podcast, bringing it to you as we do 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, we have the ever-loving Picasso, the dreamer of all things, for the third week in a row, non-Diddy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I
No
know it's a
Diddy?
record for him. The king of the swing, the doer of all things.
Couldn't
Dot
go
dot dot.
couldn't go king of
Yeah.
cartoons on that one. King of
No, we're going
cartoons.
king of swing.
All
I'm
right.
not.
Sparky says hi to everybody watching, listening, viewing, the whole thing right. All the senses right there. And Tony, there is a repeat guest on right now. We
He
don't
is the
ever
true king
have
of
repeat guests.
swing.
I had to lobby for this guy. I said,
Yeah.
Tony, we need Johnny Otapinti back. And
Yeah.
Tony says,
It's
Kevin,
actually true.
and Tony says, Kevin, that's fucking stupid. What are you, out of your mind? His hair is too long. I said, he'll cut his hair.
Yes.
He
I
said
cut it
his
for the
book
show.
is too short. I said he'll fucking put two of them together. He'll do whatever it takes, man. Whatever it
Yeah.
takes.
Yes.
Well, he
100%.
joins us today on the Podguyz podcast. Of course, the great Johnny Acapinti.
Wow, that
Thank
was the
you,
best
sir.
intro. Best
Thank you,
intro
sir.
I've ever had.
You gotta live up to it now, Johnny. There's no going back.
Expectations. I get it.
Yeah.
That's
I already got
true.
French.
That's
I already
true.
had French bulldogs. I already have a poodle inside.
John,
me.
I have a
I have immediate
suspicion.
contact.
I'm just throwing it out there. I have a suspicion that you broke into somebody's house. And
Mhm.
when the cops do come, and if they already have, you could use the excuse that, suits you and your aura, and tell them that you are just dog sitting like a Jedi mind trick, and they will walk away knowing that it's probably the case.
I mean, he could
Yeah,
always say that
I
he's a
think that
Somalian
works.
caretaker.
That works. I'll just be like that. Yeah, thanks for the. Oh, we got a new one. What's your name, bud? What's your name? Yeah, the gazebo
On the next
hit.
episode of Johnny Ochapinti Petting Dogs.
The gazebo. I took my chance when it broke into that guy's house on my way to my grandmother's. I just jumped in
So
their house.
let's roll this little beautiful brain footage, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
I text Johnny. I said, oh my God, we got to get Johnny on here because you know what, we haven't had here in a while. It would be great to end out the year on a New Year's spectacular show and have one of the originators of our show come back on for
Oh
a
yeah.
second time. So I was excited. So I texted Johnny. I was like, "Hey man, you should pop on the show tonight." And I said, "We're going in about 2 hours." He goes, "Yeah, all right, man, I'm in. Let me know. I'm down for everything, anything and everything." I said, "All right, that's cool. That's cool. Great. Grab your email. Boom, boom, boom." Then he texts me this amazing picture. An amazing picture. It's a gazebo actually flipped upside down next to his house, almost smashing through the window.
So close. Like
It
right.
was literally right there. And I'm like, oh shit. I said, I guess you're not coming on the show. And he's like, nah, fuck that, man. He's like, I'll be there. I don't
We had
care if
like
it smashed through the window. I'll be there.
we had the fire department came by, and then the the neighbor's house who the gazebo was. I'm pretty sure they had it down too. Like they had something holding it, and it was
Oh
the
yeah.
wind was it was so bad. My grandmother was like, "Oh, I think a garbage can must have flew." I was like, whatever happened, I just heard is not good." And then I walked out,
Now,
and
did
I,
it do
I
any damage to the truck as well, or no?
No, they didn't bring the truck in. They just like sawed it down, and then we eventually got into the yard.
Oh,
But
geez.
I didn't get to see it first. Someone said the phrase like there's a gazebo on the house, and I was like, wait, hold up, where did you just say? Like
Gazebos
Out
are
of all the
well
yeah,
known as the Italian version of a weapon of mass destruction, right there.
exactly.
They tried it during World War II, and Hitler was more or less like, okay, you guys are still cool. You're good. Just
Yeah,
just
you guys
just hold it down. I don't.
just hold down this gazebo and
Yeah,
we'll protect you.
when America came by and they're like, Mussolini, do you surrender? And he's like, yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
absolutely, immediately, yes. That other guy is really angry all the time.
I mean, it's not quite a pergola, but it is a gazebo. It is what it is.
Tony
it
the
is what
architect.
I know. Me and Sparky actually put my pergola together. Believe it or not, it's
that's
a
actually
piece of art. It's beautiful. Anyways, Johnny, you're on this show for a reason. We're going to talk about your book.
sweet.
What is the book about?
All
What's
right,
the name of
so
it?
the book is called Paint the Corners, the Green Ridge Dream. Paint the corners is like a baseball reference to, dotting the corners so you could have a favorable, outcome while pitching. Uh, I became aware that from my uncle, he was a really good pitcher. He was a lefty. And so the book, it was
What's
inspired
his
by
name?
him, Ronnie.
Ronnie
Same as,
Acapenti?
yeah, same as me, just replace the J with the R. We both are
Mm.
IE.
Mm.
I'm a very rare Johnny with an IE, so
Ronnie and Johnny. Okay, so your
yeah.
uncle made you aware. Is it a baseball themed
So all
book?
right, so originally I wanted to learn from him as a kid, but we never did. And I played every position but pitcher and catcher and shortstop when I played in Little League. So I really want to
So,
learn
so
how to
a lot of
pitch.
the outfield going on there, right?
No, I played everything but those positions. So I played first, second, third, and outfield. Uh, but I never learned how to pitch. Always, it's honestly a different sport. I've come to learn pitching, but I got bored during COVID. And I was like, I should like write a book about learning how to pitch, and it started from there. I did some like flashbacks from when I was a kid, Little League, and then eventually, my uncle got me to like call or like email a league, the Wyoming area or Wyoming Valley Area Baseball Association. It's a tongue twister. But and then I started learning. I just started learning how to pitch and got involved with the league. I actually started hitting way better than I did pitching. Was really out of nowhere. And
So,
then I went
Johnny,
back to play
here's
some
the
college
ultimate
ball.
question. Here's the ultimate question, and not to skip right to the end,
Ah,
but but we're going to skip to the end. Has
Okay,
this profoundly changed your life where you are
100%.
now a pitcher in the big leagues?
Not yet, but
I want to get to a little
No!
bit of a. Hold
God
on, hold
damn it.
on, hold on. I want to get to a little bit better of a question, Johnny. How old were you at this
I
time?
was 28.
Did they feel like this was a make a wish thing?
No, I was one of the better players on the baseball team.
They have
Hitting
a
wise,
team for non-professional, non-AAA 28-year-olds.
dude, it's a different market right now. Like you could play at any age. There's a guy who played. He's on Lycoming in college. He's playing football. He's like 57. Uh,
I
there
know
was a
he's
guy.
smashing people, dude. Smashing
Yeah,
them.
he's a beast. But now like it's the Wild West right now with NIL. They just signed a guy who played professional. He's playing college ball now.
No,
Yes,
actually, no, no, no. Hold
yes.
on. He never actually stepped on or signed an NBA contract. I know exactly who you're talking about. He got drafted, never signed, went back to school, and it skews the betting. If you
I don't.
pay
Well,
attention. to
If
the
I don't know. I heard Kenny Lofton's going
Kenny
back,
Lofton is a 500-pound man that should have a reality show.
That actually might be true.
He's fucking and he's kind of skilled. He reminds me of that
I
other
love his game. I love his game.
He reminds me of that other. He reminds me of like an and one player, that other fat dude from the and one league way back in the day. Yeah, Cadillac. Yeah,
Cadillac.
yeah. So
Rest in
same
peace.
scenario. Guy can kind of move around a little bit.
No,
but
Kenny Lofton's got game. Like he's probably too slow. Like they just cherry pick now.
I
Like,
think he'd
Kenny
be
Lofton
lost
gasps for air when he farts.
He would get lost on switch offs, as he was lost on switch offs. The only cartoon fucking team franchise to pick him up multiple times was the Charlotte Hornets, because they have no respect for themselves.
True.
Michael Jordan was like, hey guys, it's been cool losing with you and everything as an owner, but I gotta sell this shit. I'm going to NASCAR. So that way they can tell me my car can't run, and I could fucking sue them for $1 billion.
Make $1 billion. The GOAT. He's my GOAT.
That is, you didn't see Kobe Bryant do that. All you saw Kobe Bryant do is race helicopters.
No, right? There was some funny shit. There was some real funny shit that happened with that Michael Jordan
Wait. So Kobe Bryant did try to.
You didn't hear about that?
No, I never heard of it.
Kobe was suing like a medical company like a lot. And there's
I thought you meant NASCAR. Okay, so no, I did hear about that. And then the conspiracy is that they messed with his helicopter, so that way, if he's gone, so is the lawsuit.
Right.
That's why when you're suing somebody, you do it under your own company name, not like a personal kind of thing. Especially if you are a helicopter flying athlete. At that time, I still remember the day that
actually there's a huge kickback with Nike as well, for the Kobe reference, as far as his namesake and the amount of money that's going into Kobe shoes, and there's a big thing about it.
Yep. Normally you would roll up a ball and throw it into the garbage can and say, Kobe. Now you make a paper helicopter and throw it anywhere and yell Kobe, because reasons. Sparky's got something there on the big board, though.
We got Spark.
By the way, Spark in the Dark always has some great, unique pictures.
Kenny Lofton signs to play soccer as a goalie. Look at that. He is the goal. Try to get around that shit.
Wait. Oh, that's good.
That's true. That is true.
So baseball is kind of a passion of yours, Johnny. I feel like baseball is more of one of those tribalistic kind of sports where you could say, definitely. You're a Yankees fan. Who is your favorite player on the Yankees? And they will stare at you blankly and say, I am from New York. You see what I mean? They don't fucking follow the sport. They wear the hat, and that's basically it. You got Dodgers fans out there the same way. I'm a Red Sox fan, but I have not really cared to watch baseball.
I'm the same way with baseball. Like Red Sox on my team, but I have not. I like pay attention to NBA just to shit on it because it's so bad anymore. But like NFL,
no. You see, I think what happened to the NBA.
I still watch baseball. Like
every player is so talented, where they're whipping out threes from. They're whipping threes, dude. They're whipping threes from half court.
If you gotta play basketball to know that 3-pointers are actually like the standard 3 is really not that hard of a shot. The mid range is so much harder, and inside is so much harder. I played college ball too for basketball. Like what guy started with the 3-ball? The white guy, because he couldn't jump with the freaking big dudes. So
actually, Pistol Pete Maravich went ahead and not only did the 3-point line before the 3-point line was even
ball
created,
handlers of all time, by the way.
But he was able to drive the ball too, handle and all that nice crap. But he would
have averaged like 52 with the 3-ball. That's crazy. But
I would
my
say
thing is like they're just chucking up threes. It's not quality threes. It's not quality game. They're doing step backs and then doing a step through. It's disgusting. I could barely watch it. There's no defense.
They're making these
Sixers,
shots,
I like
Johnny.
to watch. I don't care. If you know basketball, you don't care.
I do care. I know it. I know they found where the juice is. If you know old school basketball compared to today, do yourself a favor, man. You're gonna
I've
have
watched all of it. I had the NBA
okay,
Hardwood
great,
Classics.
great. So
I have YouTube.
Go on YouTube.
I'm an old school guy. I hate the new game. Terrible.
Okay. So you like the idea of illegal defense?
Illegal defense, please. They double team. That's not true. That's not true.
It is true.
And
it was called plenty of times.
It doesn't matter. Like, these guys could do whatever they want. They don't have any restrictions. They could travel. They could carry. They don't have any restrictions. The game is wide open. The older guys would dominate now. It was such a harder,
severely
rougher
restricted zone schemes, forcing man-to-man play, banning all ball double teams, and limiting defending positions and player. Please,
there's a compilation. You could look up a compilation of Michael Jordan getting double teamed. It wasn't called the way that it is interpreted. Just like the gather step today is not interpreted the way it was in 1980.
Well, hold on now.
The flopping and the carrying on.
Flopping. It's bullshit.
Flopping is awful. The flopping's
awful. It is terrible. NFL is the only watchable and playoff baseball and baseball because they're actually giving their all. Football, they could soften it as much as they want, but it's still a fucking Warriors game. Basketball is no longer that.
Yeah, I strictly
college
like
basketball
watching,
is amazing. College basketball,
I like college football because the kickoff they didn't mess with the kickoff at all.
Yes, I hate the kickoff.
NFL kickoff's been messed with. It's awful. It needs to go back. I want the brain damage back. If you don't want to get hit, then move out of the way.
Play frisbee.
Play frisbee. Frisbee's a great sport. Do that.
You know how you could tell how people are Italian just by the way that they swing their hands when they talk?
Well, if you talk about, I have like two things I'm like passionate about. It's like sports, like MJ, and like I think classic rock is the best music, and there's never going to be a period that's ever better. Those are the only things I will ever argue on. But then they get the hands.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
Name one modern band.
They're still great. I love music today, but it's not touching that. It's not.
There's just too many great, even from the rock grunge, even like the ska or like Blink-182's, like from that era,
still
who have
great,
made such a prolific foothold in music history. And now there's just imitators of each of those genres.
All it is honestly like, it's literally just like the Strokes, Arctic Monkeys, Blink-182. They're all just reverbed and it's just all the same.
My wife is a big Taylor Swift fan, so Ophelia's been playing in the house. And
on repeat, probably.
Oh my God, yeah. She's been doing these TikTok dances and crap, and I'm looking at her like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm doing TikTok." She's got the baby with her, doing
great
the
videos, by the way. If you ever check them out on TikTok.
Check it out. She's doing all the things, and Johnny has got a dog on his lap right now, and Sparky has something on the big board, even more important.
Flip it, Spark Daddy.
Flip that board around there. What is the over-under on made free throws? Oops, I missed. Yeah. Remember when that means, Johnny? Okay, I'll tell you what it means. Remember when the big thing was, will Shaq make a free throw?
Oh, yeah.
Will Shaq, hold on. Will Shaq make a free throw? When does a big guy anymore today have that anxiety around him?
Yeah, because they're all 180 pounds and to be power forwards in the 90s.
Nikolai Jokic is 275 pounds, I'll have
Nikolai's great. I love Jokic. But there's no centers of today. He got bodied by fucking Embiid. They had the best centers ever. Shaq was a monster, but he was getting bodied by Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing. Like these guys were monsters.
You didn't even name the best center from the era, you mook. You got Hakeem
Olajuwon, of course.
Thank you.
There's so many. Glenn, you got the Admiral. You got so many. You got Karl Malone. Like it just doesn't.
You named
stop.
fucking kidney disease. Alonzo Mourning, always out with kidney cancer, constantly, and Patrick Ewing, whose knees were blown out so fucking bad.
He was
Sorry,
still a
Sparky.
monster.
Oh,
He was
Dikembe
still a
Mutombo.
monster.
He's doing the Mutombo right there. Where I like when the Sixers said, we need someone to go up against Shaq. Let's get Dikembe Mutombo. And
Yeah, that was a good
Mutombo,
idea. That's
was
how
not a
big
good
the
idea.
centers are now. That's how big the centers in power. Like, it's a different game. It's 3-ball. It's bullshit. I love
It's all long range, half court.
Talent's not as good.
Dikembe
It's
Mutombo
real
in this
basketball.
league,
It's pure basketball.
they couldn't dribble. You were 7'2". You weren't allowed
Yeah,
to
because
dribble.
they
They were
had
like,
to-
don't
they
touch
had to
the ball. He
dribble.
can...
They had to dribble the proper way. Like, if Wemby went back in that time, he can't be doing some of the stuff he's doing because they call it travel. It's an easier game
Dude,
now.
that dude is traveling.
Ralph Sampson dribbled like this because he was 7'4", and if he didn't dribble like that, they were going to call a carry. So that it looks bad, but the guy had to do what he had to do because that's how they called the game. Look,
Yo, Kemby's taking literally 4
until people
dribbles
are
to go
jumping
across
55
court.
inches, the standard highest jump, and it's been like this for 30, probably 40 years, 50 maybe, has been around 50.5 inches. A few volleyball players have gotten it, a few basketball players, few just dunkers. Until that reaches 55 or 60, the game hasn't changed that much. Evolution doesn't work that quick. Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player that's ever was. 10 scoring titles, 6-0, 72-10. That's all that really matters. But the game, I still watch it. I'm just an upset fan. I'm just upset, really, because I'm
always amazed at how these shots are being made. Like, you got people falling backwards making threes. You got my boy
to shoot that.
Shaedon Sharpe, man, dunking over people. No contact. Did you see that dunk? Blazers, Shaedon Sharpe.
But honestly, they aren't dunking as much. Like, they really aren't. Like, they don't tack the rim. It's a 3-ball game. I like Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe's
Edgecombe is a beast. He's the Bahama Luka Doncic of the East right there. Both were in 77
defense.
Right there. They're not playing. You ever see him? You ever see VJ Edgecombe run? He runs so fucking weird. He runs like a little autistic kid, all on the toes and shit. Just I'm like, what is he doing? Is this running? What is going on here?
Then he springs up 50 inches and dunks out of nowhere.
That might be the least politically correct way to describe somebody's running, but you have to watch him run and tell me how he exactly runs to know that I am not lying about his running ability. I liked him in college. One of my favorite rookies this year from my favorite college basketball team, Derek Queen.
Really?
Derek Queen, Maryland Terrapins. Derek Queen is now with the New Orleans Pelicans, and he is doing outstanding. Everybody's like, this is surprising. I'm like, are you fucked up? They got Jeremiah Fears out of Oklahoma, and they got Derek Queen, and all I heard during draft night was this, Johnny. They gave up too much. Fuck yourself. I don't give a shit what you give up. If you give up 5 first-rounders and the dude turns out to be Michael Jordan, you will not be regretting your decision at all. When the Atlanta Falcons drafted Michael Penix Jr., and they're like, but they have Kirk Cousins. I'm like, who the fuck cares you got Kirk Cousins? How would I ever care if I got Kirk Cousins in the fucking driveway right now? If I could draft a Ferrari, why am I? You already have a car. Fuck you. I could draft a Ferrari. No, come on now. You got to be practical. You got that Volkswagen back there. It's reliable. I will take the mystery box along with the Volkswagen all day. Take the mystery box. You don't not draft Patrick Mahomes because you got Alex Smith fucking chilling out. That's bullshit. You got to take your guy. There's no such thing as not moving. No, if you move up for Mitch
QB
Trubisky,
is just too important.
If you move up for like a Mitch Trubisky, you're like a dumb franchise that really needs to be spoon-fed somebody like the great quarterback he is currently and always has been, Caleb Williams. Eberflus was one of the worst coaches to say, hey, there's a dark room. You're your own coach. have fun, and walks away. Eberflus, with that attitude, all of his children are dead. I don't know how he even became an NFL head coach or a defensive coordinator. He has one of those rise to fames like Sperano from the Dolphins, where you're like, where the fuck did this guy come from? They're like, oh, Missouri. He came from the College of Missouri. And I'm like, oh, he must have been amazing there, right? They're like, no, actually 500 record. And it's like, well, what the fuck? Who said, hey, 500 record Missouri? Did he win any bowl games? Absolutely zero. He won 0 bowl games. He's the Dolphins head coach for a certain period of time. And when the Dolphins get tired of a shitty head coach they should have never hired to begin with, the Jets are knocking on his door saying, hey, let's get some of that Sperano. Let's get some of that Adam Gase bullshit. I digress, though, Johnny. I'm sorry.
I love it. No, so what are your teams? Let's everyone, Sparky, you could write them out maybe. That'd be nice. A little. I'm UNC for college basketball, Penn State for football, college. I got Birds, Lakers, Red Sox.
Are you still
wait, hold on. You're a Spurs Lakers fan. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? That is bull. You can't have 2 teams. You're not allowed to have 2 teams.
For what? I don't have 2 teams.
You said Spurs and Lakers.
No. I said Tar Heels for college basketball.
Yeah.
Nittany Lions for college football.
Yeah.
Lakers. Birds, not Spurs. Birds.
Eagles. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Now, I currently still have the Eagles to win the Super Bowl this year.
Their defense, Delmore native, Vic Fangio. I gave a little, he's in the book.
Vic Fangio has been, in my opinion, an overrated, destructive defensive coordinator for a long time. He gave the 3-4 defense. He gave the 3-4 defense to my Dolphins. They did nothing but scrap.
Now I know why. Now
wait a second.
I know the Fangio resentment.
It gets worse. It gets worse. As soon as Denver got rid of Vic Fangio, man, their defense was great. How is this guy such a defensive mind of the game, but as soon as he leaves the scenario, the defenses get better?
Is that not his culture rubbing off? I don't know.
No, his culture of bad defense is rubbing off. The Eagles are drafting quality defensive players, Johnny.
They are.
Okay?
They are.
And
all
somehow
Georgia.
Vic Fangio is saying, hey, let's get Phillips from the Dolphins because this dude literally fucking hurt himself on a quarterback one time. He's so fucking injury prone. It's the dumbest move, and I know that was a Vic Fangio move because he said it. He said, I like Jalen Phillips. I'm like, you dumbass. Somebody get this man away from the goddamn clipboard right now. Vic Fangio sounds like a good hire because his resume speaks to be a good hire. But so does Chip.
I'm a Dunmore guy. He's a Dunmore pride.
I don't give a fuck. What are you going to be, a goddamn Dunmore hillbilly over somebody? If there's a Dunmore rapist out there, you're going to buy his condoms?
No.
What the fuck, Johnny?
That's way out of the park.
I'm just saying he is the Chip Kelly of defenses, okay? No, because he's got a good resume. No, hold on. He's got a good resume.
Right, here we go.
And then you put him in a scenario, everyone around him gets fired until they realize, holy shit, it was you the whole time.
I don't know. All I know is he was on my dad's Little League team, so I have a bias.
That's pretty cool. And Vic Fangio seems like a pretty cool guy. But when it comes to success with defenses, sure, the Eagles won a Super Bowl, and that's amazing. That's great stuff right there.
A lot of talent, though.
But
that very stacked
defense. He did not have enough time to mess it up yet, to dazzle the hair of the defense. Give it a little
Saquon first year, like it was a magical. Like this year has felt like a Rocky, just Balboa, fucking in the woods.
This year they are so talented they are tripping over their own talent.
100%.
They go 4-0, and the media's like, but are they good? Like, what are you talking about? Are they good? They had 4 and they're 4-0. The Cowboys kind of showed them something. What a team that does not give up plays like. When they came back, that was a great. I was watching the Cowboys. I'm like, you know what? They they don't look like they've quit. You know, if the Cowboys still had fat ass McCarthy as their coach, McCarthy would say, "Okay, guys, okay, let's save it for next week. Okay, we've already lost.
Yeah,
No,
get it, pack the bags.
don't spend your energy on this. Okay, just go 3 and outs. We'll lose this week. Maybe we'll win next week." And that does work sometimes. That's a McCarthy system, you know. But Schottenheimer, I predicted it from the beginning. I said, these guys are going to play for him. George Pickens was a great idea. See you later, Micah Parsons. I'm fine with that idea. Every Penn State linebacker that came out of Franklin's system, by the way, has a fucked up mind. Okay, I'll give you a good example.
Makes sense.
Abdul Carter. Now here's a fucked up Abdul Carter. He gets to the Giants, and the first thing he wants is LT's jersey. Okay, maybe he's got. I would have given him a fucking CAT scan right then. I'd say, sir,
right then.
MRI machine's right over here. What's
Concussion
wrong with you?
Protocol.
Get in.
He should have been in that thing with Scanovo and Dart.
Yeah,
That would have been great.
Someone remake that. Get have him wearing LT's number.
Are you brain damaged? Dude, that is not going to happen. And then he picks a second retired Giants legend number, and they're like, here, we'll assign you a number after that, right? Cam Ward had gone to Warren Moon's house and said, do you mind if I wore your number? And Warren Moon was like, you know what? I don't care. It's the number 1, whatever. People don't really know me for being it's the Oilers that he played for, not even the Titans. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Warren Moon was not discussed to be the greatest quarterback of all time.
100%. LT is arguably
top 15. LT is the best defensive player of all time at that position specifically, because
it's
like there is
on
there's
cocaine,
like
already crazy.
There is the shark from Jaws, where that little lady that lost her 8-year-old boy, who talks to the sheriff as if the fucking shark came to their house and ate their kid. She's like, you should find him. And he's like a sheriff who is kind of laid back a little bit because he's a beach sheriff. The worst thing he has to do is go up to a fucking like a drunk kid and throw him in the tank and say like, hey, sober up and stop. I've got to confiscate these roofies now. And now there's like some kind of malicious shark coming out there, and some lady being like, you find that shark, like that level of player is what LT was, where you're like, yo, man, there are prostitutes at the door. Do you think LT sent them? You have to think if your opponent sent you prostitutes to give you gonorrhea so you move a little slower. What kind of dedication to your position is that? Holy shit. He made Bill Belichick smile for a moment, because he hit somebody so hard. He hit somebody so hard, Bill was like, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. So I would put him as the best of all time. And Abdul Carter, he just wants his number. Micah Parsons thinks he had gotten a raise with the Green Bay Packers, but the state of Wisconsin's like, hey, we have a state tax up here. I know you're not used to that, but give me that raise. The percentage difference identically took exactly what he thought he was going to get from Jerry Jones, and Jerry Jones standing his ground was a thing of beauty. Jerry Jones, one of the top 5 GMs in the NFL, and I can prove it, no problem. He's turned a 4th-round Dak Prescott, an undrafted Tony Romo, and his starting quarterbacks. He has gotten a Des Bryant, whose mother was a prostitute, to be a superstar wide receiver. He's drafted Zeke Elliott to be the last highest paid running back, where you're like, this guy.
What a winning team, by the way. What a winning team.
Absolutely a winning team. And DeMarco Murray, whoever heard of him? He was a backup. These are all homegrown talents.
Well, he was
Tony.
with McFadden, right? At Arkansas.
McFadden, McFadden was a Raider for a good amount of time. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to homegrown talent, when you draft to play these guys, Jerry Jones is the iconic one when it comes to just doing that with his whole CeeDee Lamb. Micah Parsons. They're like, will he find who's he going to draft for Micah Parsons? Dude, he found one before. There's always ones coming back up. There's always a guy where you're like, hey, everybody else is good at edge rush. Let's draft Micah Parsons and let's do something else. Sparky with the big board. What's going on, Sparky?
Oh,
Bark in the dark. Hey, Sheriff, find the shark, but I am afraid of the water.
You gotta love a fucking sheriff on the beach that doesn't like the water.
that's hilarious.
You're the sheriff of a beach town. How could
Yeah.
you not learn how to swim? Nobody knows.
The iconic Jaws. I think Richard Jeni had one of the best jokes of Jaws ever with Jaws 2 where they move and they think that it's the kin of Jaws looking for the family.
I haven't seen Jaws 2 in a while. I need to revisit.
They made a Jaws 3, Johnny.
There's a third one. I don't think I saw 4.
4.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I think we can all agree after the third one, they kind of jumped the shark.
oh man, I think after the
Really
second,
did.
right?
Yeah.
The first one,
The first
you had
one was
one
so
masterpiece. You had one
All you
masterpiece.
needed. All you
Did you-
needed was one.
Money.
Is it true, Johnny, that you are a theorist that you only needed one Rocky movie?
No, you need multiple. Like
You need
it's just-
one.
I mean, it could be a standalone, but like,
4 was the best movie.
I
What?
could watch the old Rocky.
4
Rocky
was the best movie.
You think 4 was the best Rocky?
Yeah. Yeah.
1 is my favorite, but I like 4.
It was a time in America where they needed somebody to beat the Russian.
I think Rocky 5 was
Rocky
the
3
best
is good
movie
too.
because he's so
You-
brain damaged and he's just like he's like he doesn't want anything to do with his kid, you know?
Yeah. He's like a leaflet of paper.
Now, Sparky, with all seriousness, I would agree with you 1,000%. It was Rocky 3. That is the top tiered Rocky. Every other Rocky, Mick is being a scumbag to him, and Mick deserved to die in every movie. It just
Wait, 3 was Mr. T, wasn't it? Or no, that was 2.
3 was Mr. T.
Was Mr. T. Yeah.
It goes 3. Mick is a liar. Mick is now, Johnny, I'm not sure if you're familiar with my movie theory on Mick. He is the biggest scumbag, gaslighting piece of shit around. He doesn't train his boxer.
And by the way, Johnny, you should be taking notes on this.
Take
This
notes.
is all factual, by the way. Kevin has the ultimate strategy and
This is Rocky. Like,
warning of how scumbaggy Mick
Yo,
is.
Mick
through
is
the history of Rocky.
Mick is one of the worst characters to even be considered a mentor or a good guy in a movie, because he's not. We first, now Johnny, I'll walk you through it, and you remember the character. We first meet Rocky. He's trying to get into his locker, and Mick says he's a bum. He doesn't deserve a locker. Get fucked. Okay, and then when something good happens to Rocky, right? By the way, Rocky has to work for the mafia to live indoors and eat fucking food. And Mick busts his
out of
balls
tin
about it.
cans, by the way.
Mick doesn't offer him a job, okay? And by the way, Rocky is fighting in the basement of churches to make some extra money, again, to eat food and live another day. And Mick doesn't offer him a job, but then somehow stands on this moral fucking high ground of don't
Moral
work for the
compass.
mafia. Okay, hold on there, Senior Jew, you fucking scumbag. Holy shit. He gets rid of his locker. Then once Mick is only around, by the way, Johnny. Mick is only around whenever there's money involved for Mick. Okay?
Yeah.
Whenever there's money or something good for Mick, man, he
He came
popping
around
up.
twice, by the way. He came
Twice.
around twice.
First time was when Apollo Creed says, "Oh, I want to challenge the Italian Stallion," because he needed somebody to be a stand-in scenario, right? So Rocky's got this great opportunity, but Mick says, "You mean we've got this great opportunity?
We got this.
Yeah.
We got this,
He's
Rock."
rubbing his fucking hands until a little smoke comes out of it, right?
Like Monty Burns from The Simpsons.
Exactly. So not only does Rocky has a moment of clarity. He's like, oh, I guess I don't got a locker with you, right? He doesn't have a locker. So Mick's like, oh yeah, I'm 76 years old. La la la. By the way, we find out in Rocky 3, he was not 76 years old. He was 72 when that was going on because of gravestone. So he's lying about his age. He's juking the stats. Yo, man, he's juking the stats. He's jumping the age up just for sympathy points with Rocky. Rocky, the kind-hearted guy that he is, says, "Okay, Mick, you can train me. Just train me as good as you can."
He took the retards to the zoo.
Mick then has him, drinking eggs in the morning, like you can't cook them and get the same nutrients out of it. Chasing a chicken, which is outstanding if your main occupation is chicken chasing. Okay, if you're facing the heavyweight champion of the world, that ain't gonna help. Ever. It's just not going to help. Okay.
Never. Not a day.
Medicine balls in Rocky 3. Okay. Apollo Creed shows Rocky something that he should have been shown by Mick. Boxing footwork to avoid getting punched in the face to near blindness. By the way, that did not stop Mick from getting Rocky to go in the ring a second time, even though Mick directly, I can't stress it enough, threw his own words under the bus. Mick says, yeah, you didn't see that coming, and you won't see Creed coming either. Oh, shit. A day later, hey, let's knock his block off. Because he knew there was money coming. Johnny.
You greedy motherfucker.
He stroked the ego of an ex-athlete. Hold on now, it gets worse. Somehow Mickey lines up all these has-beens and never will be agains to make some more money for Mickey and gaslights his way to live inside of Rocky's mansion rent-free. Paulie points this out. Okay? Paulie gets shitty drunk right at the start of Rocky
Making
3.
Bad decisions, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky bought him a watch. Paulie got so upset. He said, hey, how come Mickey gets to live with you? He never believed in you. Now, like Paulie, I let you date my sister. I invited you over for Thanksgiving. And what do you do for me? A stupid watch? Leave it on the ground. Right? Noting that Paulie had been brushed aside. Mick should have been where Paulie was. Mick should have been somewhere wandering the streets. Paulie should have been invited into the mansion. Hell, they're family. This kind of made Rocky realize, well, wait a second. No, but Rocky was already way too manipulated at this point. Okay, Johnny, he was already way too deep into the manipulation. His confidence would have been shattered completely if not for Mick training him. And he feels like that's why he garnered his success, not just because of the sheer will of somebody getting too tired to punch him and couldn't stand up anymore after 15 fucking rounds twice in a row. Hitting the fuck out of a blind guy that has no brain left in himself. Right? This is a scenario that happens. So he says, "Oh, Paulie, you want a job?" It's the best thing that he can muster up instead of a room in his house. And Paulie is more than happy and gracious to take a job from Rocky as his corner man. No problem, right? Mickey has to train Rocky one more time, and he's keeping Clubber Lang away from him because he knows he's going to lose, because Mickey knows he will be exposed as a fraud of a trainer. A real trainer, like Apollo Creed, ex-fighter, right, could train him to beat Clubber Lang, as was done in Rocky 3. A fraud will have him punch bubbles and shit and say, Rocky, maybe around a little bit. I don't know. Rocky, I took a life insurance policy out on you. I hope you don't mind.
The greatest line that he ever said out of his mouth was, "Hey, Rock, I hope you can dodge punches like your wife can dodge Down syndrome."
Oh my God. Oh, now now I want
he
to try.
said now Mickey starts getting conscious. He starts packing up when things got tough, Johnny. He's packing his fucking bags. He's out. He's done.
God.
He's like, hey, we got one more fight. No, we don't.
Nope.
Oh, no, we don't. Right? He's packing up his bags and he's telling Rocky how much Clubber Lang is going to kill him. Mickey has never had faith in Rocky's fighting ability because Mickey knows he's a fraud. Mickey knows he's just been stealing from this man the whole entire time. And it's time to hit the sell button on this fucking con and to get going before either Rocky gets permanently hurt or he gets permanently hurt because Rocky will be too mad over the scenario. Okay. Just throwing it out there. Mickey is the biggest scumbag character of all time. Maybe next is Mr. Miyagi, because remember Mr. Miyagi, where he has all this shit for Daniel to do, right? And he's got, you know, wax on, wax off. But when the going got tough, and Daniel's like, "Hey, Mr. Miyagi, what do I do?" And Mr. Miyagi's like, "I don't know. Maybe you kick him in the face." You know, that was this big fucking thing. And then, bam, he kicks him in the fucking face.
I feel like that was like the training method of like the 80s, was just like very like ridiculous, like
when in doubt,
like pseudo like Confucius level training.
Yeah. It's
I don't know though. The chicken thing might be because I saw a thing on SportsCenter. These like D1 commits, they would chase a rabbit. You gotta be pretty fast to catch a rabbit.
Absolutely. A chicken
not so much.
A chicken, you could anyone but Tim Waltz could catch a chicken. Yeah. Tim Waltz right now is under fire after allocating,
done, right?
He's
catching Somali somewhere.
He's got levels of George W. Bush intelligence going on for himself. Now I can't say the word because we'll get canceled, but you know what I mean. He's a
guilty white. He's a guilty white. He can't be. I've never felt that because I'm like a mutt and I'm Italian, so like I never felt guilty white.
Yeah,
he's a guilty white. He hates his own whiteness.
He's got some white guilt going on. Either that, or maybe he's just giving these little centers 10% of the cash, and 90% is going towards administration fees of a company, of an administration company that he has partial consultant to.
Yeah, didn't some guy, like random dude, just blow that whole thing wide open?
Minnesotans were trying to get their kids into daycares and they kept getting denied, right? With all this new money that flooded in, they're like, how are we getting denied? One person pointed out, he said, well, they all look like they're run by the same people. And they immediately snapped and they said, that's racist. And then one person said, well, wait a second. That is also kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
That only Somalians are running these daycares. Now, if you want someone to not ask any questions and take only a 10% cut of federal money coming in the billions, and you're planning to run for president, okay, in the year 2028 as the, oh, shucks, don't say the R word, how dare you, la, la, la bullshit. This is what you do. You give it to the Consuelos over there because they went knocking at the door and they're like, no lemon pledge. No lemon pledge here. You know, they're pushed aside like that.
No.
The guy's like, no, he's like, little Joey wants to go to your daycare. Daycare? What's a daycare? Your sign says it's a daycare. Are you a manager? No. No, I am a parent.
What are you doing in there? Ripping packs. Ripping packs? What is that? No, you don't know. No.
You
buy
lemon pledge.
You buy lemon pledge now. Now you buy lemon pledge.
You buy One Piece, you buy Pokemon.
I don't think I should be able to buy the lemon pledge. Hey, hold on now. We're catching.
So,
I like the one guy where he says, Johnny, he says, how many kids do you have in here? And the guy's like, I don't know. He's like, okay, more than 5? And dude, there's a hard, like 3 count pause there where he's like, yeah, probably more than 5.
Oh my God.
You mean probably more than 5? You don't do a head count on these kids?
That's crazy.
Crazy. No, it's totally expected. There's one group of people that don't get questioned a lot, and it's because of vacant stares and lack of understanding languages. It's people that are immediately taken from one country and plopped right in the middle of fucking Minnesota. Okay? Somalians are the Jedi mind trick of people that you're like, but I just asked you that question. Yes, you just asked me that question. Yeah, well, fucking answer it then. I will. Okay, then go ahead. Go ahead, I will. And, like you can play ping pong with the fucking wall and get more results by the miniature dents of a plastic than you will with a Somalian person helping politicians commit fraud. They are perfect for exactly the device that you need them to be. Okay? Just my theory. If you put them on oath, okay? Right out, if you put them on oath, you will still just find a fucking ring around the rosy version of question and answer time.
Yeah, I believe that.
It's insanity. Johnny, how many books have you sold so far from your
probably like 30.
Jesus Christ. 30 books? Really? Who's buying these?
I don't know.
Baseball enthusiasts, probably.
No, it's all friends. It's all friends and family. My one buddy bought like 10, so that's 20. I count 20.
I bought one. I
Like
gave
21.
I gave my dad one. He doesn't like. No, you're welcome. I gave my dad one because he doesn't like baseball, but I just wanted him to be disgusted with the gift I gave him.
That's fine with me. That's a well spent. That works. He could write inside of it and just be like, this is stupid. That's fine.
He's always. I said I can get you an autograph from the author, and he says no.
Nah.
He's like Greenridge. He's like, that's like the rich section of Scranton. I said, Dad, is there really a rich section of anywhere here in northeastern Pennsylvania? He lives in Springbrook right now, Johnny. The Springbrook manufactured housing community, which
Springbrook Township or Springbrook. Okay, yeah,
looks a lot like trailers. But he said they're not trailers because they have triangle-shaped roofs, not flat roofs, And these aren't very well-built triangles either. Most of them look like the construction workers took Pythagoras' theorem and said, well, we'll do whatever the fuck we want to do as long as they connect with the glue.
Just figure it out.
Yeah.
All laws of modern architecture just go right out the window.
He says this.
I get that though.
Yeah, he says it's not a trailer park. He said, what about that guy over there cooking meth? He's like, he's not cooking meth. I'm like, dude,
it's expensive toothpaste.
He is.
Sure.
Tony, what the hell's been new with you? It is what's been new? How was your Christmas, man?
No, Christmas was good. Hung out with the kids and just kind of did what we did, how we do. Lots of toys, lots of food, and good relaxation. It was nice.
Nice. I should have popped in on you, man. I was thinking about doing a pop in, but then I'm like, man, I don't even know where Tony really lives sometimes.
That's actually true.
Yeah. Yeah. Last time I was over your house, we shot the Podguyz podcast commercial for merchbooth.com around that area. And by the way, all we needed were noise canceling microphones correctly because the sound is a little, tough.
Would have been great.
Yeah, it would have been great. But the gag of the testimonials were just great because it was just us on the testimonials while we were also promoting the product, Johnny.
Yeah,
I remember that, right? That was released publicly.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. I was probably working for Merch Booth then.
Yeah, I think some other places.
No longer our company, right?
Is it correct? Under? Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Merch Booth is still a thing though. It's still going.
What do you mean?
Merch booth, merchbooth.com. It's still a thing. It is still going. It is still very active.
Oh, okay. I thought it was on. I didn't know. Maybe the guy sold it, Chris. He might have sold it. I'm not sure.
Maybe. I
Maybe.
don't know. The
Or no, didn't Damon Wayans own it at one point?
Yeah,
He
Damon
was
Wayans
like
Jr.
he was like a part owner or something.
Or
Something
no, that
like
was when it was special guest, I think. I forget.
Special guest went out though, right?
I want to say so.
Yeah, 'cause I had like an interview with some Mobids company down there. I saw some special guest stuff that was still hanging around.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was a cool spot too.
I'm like, am I here again? Like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, I did not get the job though because you know, I thought I had nailed the interview too, Johnny. I said, I am not a
Happens.
very. I told the guy, I said, I am not a smart person, but I sound very smart over the phone. Okay.
I could do it really. I could really sell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I said, my voice alone sounds smart, but in reality, I am not a smart man.
Yeah,
I'm
you gotta mention the recent interview thing that you were just on too. That was really funny.
Which one?
The guy that you talked to about and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm a listener of your show."
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Oh wow,
oh the
that's awesome.
Breaker Boss. Yeah, they really cool guy. He wanted somebody who was very much like an enthusiast of cards. And I was like, I could talk sports and then mention a card and then say the sale price and stuff like that. But I am, like, give me a script. I got it. I can read, perfectly fine. But it just wasn't a match. And that's another thing too. The Podguyz podcast is listened to all around where
The world, all
if
around
I
the world.
You guys have
if I pop
been
in for an interview,
unbelievable with that.
if I pop in for an interview somewhere, they're just like, "Oh shit, it's you," and I'm like, "Yeah." Anyways, I'm here for the server position. No, we can't give you the
No,
job.
we
We
can't.
just didn't.
No.
We didn't think you'd come in here.
Yeah,
Is this like a prank? And I'm like, no, I really need to feed my family. Like they would love food on the table consistently and bills paid on time. Ha! That's hilarious. No, that is not hilarious. That is not a joke.
Yeah. Now, granted, we are always looking for people that want to sponsor the show in any means. I'd be happy to take your money and then announce your beautiful company on our show.
Anybody's money.
Anybody.
Johnny gets it for free, right? Though. We're trying to be the podcast that sells his 31st book.
That's right. Yeah. 21st. We'll go 21st.
21st. Now, if somebody wanted to write their own book, how did the process go for you, Johnny? I think this is an important play-by-play sort of thing.
It's an amazing endeavor, by the way, to make anything in writing, and especially a book by yourself.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
It drove me to shave my head.
Yeah. That's probably true.
The day it officially was like fully done, like I made one mistake my sister pointed out, and then I fixed it like a week later. But like once that was done, I literally I felt like the weight off my shoulders, and that's why I shaved my head, because I was like, this is the one weight still I need their full release, because it took like 3 years of like not every day, but like almost every day, just like putting a little bit in until the point my Google Docs was unusable on my phone. Then I went to my computer and strictly did it until the end. I say just use your phone. Like Google Docs works for me. If you have Word on your phone, Word
okay,
great too.
I'll be more specific then, right? So you write the book, then what?
So I think doing the beginning and end first help with me.
Great. So the book is complete.
Find the middle.
Okay, so
no, like you finish the first, like the intro, and then find your ending, because I could
guarantee you're not understanding the question.
Okay.
In this hypothetical of what actually happened, right? You are done writing the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then how do you piece it together?
Like the publishing part, or like what?
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the toughest part. It was so annoying. Like and honestly, all you have to do, to be simplistic about it, is like you'll get to a point where you're basically checking out like the layout on
Yeah.
the previewer. Just put like each chapter or like chapter ending and like chapter start its own page because you'll just keep running into because as you have it in like Drive or Google Docs, it's like you're looking at a phone and like it's not how it is on a book. The book is open,
Mhm.
and that was the biggest pain in the balls was
just
getting
kind of
that
slicing and
formatting.
splicing it into
Oh my
different
gosh.
chapters.
And then getting the front cover to work, that's more like graphic design. Like if you're gonna end
I like the
editing
front
it,
page of the book, by the way. The front page of the book is very cool.
thank you, I appreciate that.
The no,
Uh,
it looks very professional. I would suggest don't even write the book next time. Just have Chat GPT do it.
that's
Okay.
Yeah, AI the
I
whole thing.
honestly will like because it was such a pain in the balls.
Like this
It
is why
was
we have robot slaves, Johnny. You know, you
right.
pay them $20 a month. They don't know what money is,
Seriously,
right? And you just have them write the book, have them do all the things, and then
You can
throw
even
your
tell Chat GPT to make up
the
a
sequel.
middle to your story.
I
This
should
is the beginning. This is the end. Fill something in the middle.
I have like the second book is going to be about me playing in college, and I could just give them what I have now and be like, finish the rest
Johnny,
of
once
this.
again, the big question is are you making it big in college?
So I'm in this weird limbo. Like I'm making a documentary with the coach of Lackawanna.
Okay.
So I was playing at Luzerne, but I had an injury, and I ended up jumping to Lackawanna. Uh, we'll see. I don't know. They're going to NCAA next year. I might have too many credits or something to play on the JUCO side, but I might just focus on the documentary anyway and get, training in with them. And because I'm not there yet, I don't think pitching wise, hitting wise, and fielding wise, definitely.
Well, how old are
But
you?
31. But
Yeah, I
like the
mean,
thing is, I don't have the college life. I'm just doing all online. It's just sports. Like I didn't even know my campus at Luzerne until my baseball teammates made me like run around to
Now, the
recruit
big thing
guys.
for you, Johnny, are you in sports communication or are you in
I'm in professional
sports
studies.
medicine?
They don't have that at LAC, I don't think. But
Okay.
I'm at professional studies, just like online. Because I already know what I wanted to do with like, I already have the book. I've been in the big break, movies and stuff. College isn't, I'm not gonna lie and say I went back for education. I went back and did well in education. I won student athlete of the year, but that was a more so just like a result of trying to stay eligible to play, but taking it serious. But the real thing was to play.
Gotcha.
And I had some cool moments, like my first basket for basketball. That was before baseball season, so I had my first basket on uh, a late friend's birthday uh, in January. Kelsey Hallinan, her name was, and she had cancer. And like Ed, what's his name? Harry Styles would reach out to her FaceTime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then for baseball, I had my first hit on another late friend's birthday. And like, yeah, I'm not the star yet. I hope to be. I got eligibility, and I'm in trading, uh, and I have an opportunity at Lackawanna potentially. So, and if not at Lackawanna, I could always go back to Luzerne. I just would need an apartment because driving there was
That's
not.
a haul, dude.
It was, but
Yeah.
it was so fun. I would every morning I would be dying just driving there, but every night I'd drive home completely satisfied. And I would probably give my friends rides out of, farther than I should have, but wouldn't trade it. It was so fun.
Johnny, we got a lot
And
of comments here in the live chat. I would read them off, but a lot of these are just of sexual nature towards you and your face, and not by anyone that you would really want, in my opinion. Just these are just awful right now. But
Oh my god, that was the best like segue I've ever. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a real thing, unfortunately.
It's
But
it's
you
bad
know,
out there. I should keep my eyes away.
YouTube is a little bit more different than Facebook. I
It's
guess
a
a lot
little
of the
Wild West.
yeah, a little got some weird lurchers right now. You know, like holy crap, we lost Johnny. What happened to Johnny?
He got taken by a Somali pirate.
My God, these Somalians took Johnny. Johnny.
Oh well. Well, I think we need to end the show anyways.
Goddamn Somalian pirates just took Johnny Ochapinti, Okapinti, Akapinti.
Haka haka.
Ah,
Haka
why?
haka
Damn.
waka.
Damn it.
Anyways. Oh, Sparky's got his rainbow dildo going.
Sparky has his pride fluffer.
It's an anal French tickler.
Oh
A
my
nice
God.
stick. Does it smell, Sparky? Maybe. Anywhoozy. Sparky, where can you find us if you are looking for us?
You can find us on every single major streaming platform, including iHeart, Spotify, Spreaker, Deezer, Castbox, Pocket Cast, GeoReo,
Cheerio.
Facebook Live, YouTube.
Oh, you can't find us on Facebook Live right now.
No, well, you can find us on Facebook, but not Facebook Live until the 11th.
YouTube, Amazon,
All of the above, wherever you stream your podcasts, of course. Guys, we're the Podguyz podcast. Happy New Year to you all. It's crazy. It's crazy out there. Be careful.
We got a we got a lot of great episodes coming up for the new year. It's gonna be a great time.
I'm excited. We have some really, really good guests planned out. I can't wait to bring it. Anywhoozy, we are the Podguyz podcast. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, the ever-loving Picasso.
Play Sparky.
Play Sparky. All right, guys. We'll catch you same bat time, same bat channel. Catch you soon. Have a great night.
Death pool.